Red light. It worked. Technology is my nemesis. Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to a glorious Wednesday evening here in the Grateful Chef Kitchen. I am Eric Eisenbud, the Grateful Chef. Happy to be coming to you live, as opposed to last week, where we had a pre-record because Facebook was having issues. Not sure if any of you know that, but they had issues. So apparently they are not having issues this week, and as always, I am grateful that you have joined me. For those of you who have joined us before, welcome back. And for anyone that is new, and I know there's new people out there because the community responded in kind to my request to get off 666 members, and we took a run for 700, and we got there. We're 704 members of the Grateful Chef with Eric Eisenbud Facebook group, and I am pumped.
705.
705. And who, you ask, just told me it was 705? That would be our lovely producer, our camera woman, and the wind beneath my wings, Lynn. Thank you, Lynn, for with I could not do this without her. I would like to direct everybody to please visit our new and always improving website. It is Eating with Chef Eric. We've got travel stuff. We've got our recipes are being worked on. There are some up there now. You can check it out. Offer me your feedback on how it is user-friendly wise. But we are putting all the recipes that you see on these shows up on our lovely Eating with Chef Eric website. Lynn is going to go shut Jerry Garcia off. Thank you, Lynn. And yeah, the website, we're really excited about it, putting a lot of work into it, and we want it to be your go-to place for information on if you're traveling somewhere. You can see who I am, who we are, and there's even a picture of Lynn on there. And you can see what I'm cooking in my kitchen that's not on the show. You can see a whole bunch of stuff there. So please visit it and share the link with your friends. Would be most greatly appreciated. Yes, Lynn?
And you've got Nino and Gloria and Mike Cassell from Chinatown.
Awesome.
And Andrew.
All people that I've seen on the group today.
And we've got Andrew Lyman. He said yes to Saag Paneer.
Nice. Awesome. So happy to be cooking stuff you guys are interested in.
And he also said, and we also have Paul.
Hello,
Florio.
Paul.
Paul Florio.
Paul Florio. Awesome. My old high school buddy down in Florida. Hope all's well, my man. Yeah, so we're doing some, listen, I don't claim to be the master of all cuisines, so this is, I have cooked Indian food before, but it's really not like Chinese. Forget about it. It's in my DNA by this time. I've cooked it so many times. I know flavors that go together and stuff like that. Indian is a very exotic cuisine, as are the people from India, and I'm happy to say that part of our studio audience, we have our dear friend Swapna.
Lovely Swapna.
And
the lovely Sabrina.
She's the authority on all things Indian except cooking, but she's going to help me answer some questions that I may have and that you may have. And of course, the lovely, tiny but mighty Sabrina with the cute little shout out to Sinai, who must be home now. Mom! Anyway, she's not, but it's okay. We're happy to have you guys here. Awesome. And again, as always, if you're in the area, New Jersey, Warren, New Jersey, please don't hesitate to see my post announcing the next one and jump in and say, I want in. So that's all I'm going to say about that. All right, we're going to go over the menu today and some of the ingredients. Chicken Tikka Masala. It's a great dish. And the interesting thing about Tikka Masala is it was not born in India. It was born in the UK. So there are a lot of Indian folks in the UK. They, they've been there thousands of years. And so the chicken tikka masala was actually developed by a chef, I believe, in Scotland. They claim Scotland in the UK, was where chicken tikka masala originated. We have been there, and it is on every Indian restaurant menu. I'm going to say it's the General Tso's chicken of Indian cuisine in the UK. So it's pretty amazing. And we're making that tonight. Really cool. Pretty simple. A lot of ingredients though. Spices, all about the spices. Let me go over, the next is a Saag Paneer. Saag Paneer is spinach and cheese. Paneer is an Indian cheese, and I'll show it to you. It's pretty cool. I have, of course, blessed with so many ethnic markets, including a nice large Indian grocer that has everything that I would ever want. Some of the other ingredients: spinach, again the paneer, yogurt is used a lot in Indian cuisine. Double cream, that's a UK product. So double cream is, I believe it is 85% butterfat, so it's almost like a butter, but it's a cream. Very interesting product, and I'll show it to you. Actually, it's right here. You may have some trouble finding it. I found this, of all places, World Market. They stock it. They have it. It's pretty cool. You don't need to refrigerate it until after you open it. And I bought an extra jar just to have, see. So we are double cream, garlic and ginger and chilies used extensively. And then, of course, chicken and some butter, lemon juice. And then we get to our spices. So I have used spices, not limited to cloves, coriander, mace, green cardamom, nutmeg, fenugreek, cinnamon, cumin, garam masala, which is a spice blend that you can buy, or you can find recipes for garam masala. Tandoori masala, which is I made, and I'm going to tell you all about the spices I used to make that. I'm not sure what the difference between tandoori masala and garam masala, and apparently it does swap it. So we'll have to look that up. Google is our friend on this one. Chapati is a bread. It's actually a dough. It's like flat, and you cook it on a very hot grill. I'm cooking it on an inverted cast iron skillet. It should puff up like pita, but it's much thinner. And samosas, I had purchased samosas. Thank you, Swapna. I purchased these at the market. All right, and, excuse me. And I want to encourage you, if you're doing sort of like a dinner party-ish, that was Lynn, you're busted, dinner party-ish kind of thing, do not hesitate to buy some prepared foods from that region, from that cuisine, if they're available to you, and then make the others, you know. And that's exactly what I did, feeding a snack. These happen to be when worlds collide. This is actually a Szechuan potato samosa. Pretty interesting. How to buy them. Thank you. So that is pretty much what we've got on our list of things. Lynn's got her hand up, so we've got a question, comment, or a big hello.
Several hellos. We've got Sven Hodges.
Hey, Sven, my man.
We've got Fiona, love, love, love. And Max Kipperman. He was very disappointed when we turned off The Dead. And he said,
sorry, Chef Max, you know, they're going to come after me if I don't shut The Dead off for, you know, copyright laws. Although you and I both know that music is free for us to do whatever we want. Yes, anyone else?
and that's it for the moment.
Fantastic. All right, we're going to get right to what this show is all about, and that is about cooking. We're doing it together. I'm not in this alone. All right, first thing we are going to do is something pretty interesting. It's kind of like it's not traditional Indian to do this, apparently, because Swampna couldn't wait to see it. We are serving our chicken tikka masala in a bowl made out of rice. So what I have done here is, and someone had asked me, I think it was Ted, about doing a show about how to cook rice. Honestly, I have a rice cooker. You put it in, you put the water in there, and you hit the button, and it makes the perfect rice every time. I do know how to make rice in the pan, but for convenience, the rice cooker is great. Used all over the world. They're pretty inexpensive, and you can even use it as a slow cooker and keep stuff warm. So I really like it. It's not a single-use product. All right, what we're going to do is, yes, Lynn?
We also have Joe from Southern Post cooking.
Hey, Joe. How you doing, brother?
And we have Gary.
Gary?
Yes.
You mean Gary?
Gary.
Nice, Gary.
And Gloria, we are not drinking the wine you recommended because I haven't been out to the store yet, but we will try it.
All right, let's get going on this. So, what I have here is some sushi rice. Cooked it in my rice cooker. It's beautiful. Again, real easy. I let it cool down. I put it in the fridge, and I'm using it today. To the rice, I am going to add 1 egg white. And again, the recipes are going to be on the website, so you'll be able to get quantities and all that stuff. So you don't have to go to the video and start and stop and rewind and all that good stuff. So 1 egg white. We're just going to basically whip it up until it's frothy. Just like that. I'm going to pour it on the rice. Yes.
Okay, Joe was admiring the butcher block.
Thank you, Joe. This is a 100-year-old reclaimed black walnut from a barn in Ohio. Okay, so what I'm doing over at the sink, and I'm going to leave it running, I'm wetting my hands because, you turn it down a little bit, honey, because the rice is really sticky. I'm going to take a piece of parchment paper and put it in this oven-proof bowl. It's Pyrex, can go in the oven. So I'm just going to sit it on top. I'm going to stir in the egg just to separate all the rice. Get it nicely mixed in there. Okay. Basically, I'm going to grab a decent handful. I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to push down the parchment paper. Try and make sure you have a little bit of an edge. I'm going to push it down in there. Make a nice bottom. Need a little bit more for that. Okay. Get some more water on my hands.
Let me come in and take a look at that.
Okay.
It is pretty bright with the lighting. But...
Okay. So I'm basically now just pushing it down. You want a nice solid bottom. Okay. I'm going to grab another handful. This is where you're going to start building your sides. Just going to put it in on the side. Rotate the bowl around. Pressing it down. Make sure you have a nice solid bottom that you can't see through to the paper. And you're going to just keep doing that. Press. Press. More rice. Press. Okay, once you're done with this, I like to trim off the extra paper. It's going into a 350 degree oven for 30 minutes. Okay, so basically that's what you have. You've pressed it in. You can also, you can take your time a little bit and build it up as high as you want. Just like that. Can you see that?
I'm gonna come back in. It's really bright.
Okay.
I can get rid of the glare.
Okay.
So can you angle the bowl? Yep, still bright.
Okay. You get the idea. I'm taking my scissors and I'm just going to, again, cut some of the extra paper off so it doesn't burn.
Hey, Vicky. And we also have Tom Delia.
Tommy Delia. Delia.
And,
It's not
sorry.
from Berkeley Heights. She doesn't know.
And we have Brian Harrington lurking in the background.
Brian?
He's a friend of mine from work.
Oh, hey, Brian. All right. So this is going to go into a 350 degree oven, 30 minutes. It's a beautiful thing. Let me show you what you get. It's really cool. You can use this technique for, well, you probably can't hear me, but you can use this technique for a lot of different dishes. Beef stew, killer. So this is what you get. You get a bowl made of rice. The edges get a little brown and crispy, really nice. They're still soft and pliable. When we put the the chicken tikka masala in here. That sauce is going to soak up, and you're basically going to eat the bowl. It's really cool. So,
Brian's asking why there's no St. Patrick's Day special.
why there's what?
No St. Patrick's Day special.
Aye, laddie.
He's Irish.
Aye, laddie. I don't know. My bad. Next year. We'll do one next year.
And,
All right.
and Brian, why don't you come here and help us out since you're Irish?
Yes, Irish eyes are indeed smiling. Next thing we're doing is the chicken for the tikka masala. Okay, we're going to mix it. It is called a marinade. It is not a requirement that you marinate it before you put it on the skewers. You can. I had done some already, so I did marinate it because I worked on it last night. So and I've already skewered them and they're ready to go. I'm just going to show you how to make this marinade. And hold on.
Before you go, as you're cooking that up,
Yes.
Joe was thinking, he was wondering if he could do that out of riced cauliflower.
Probably. You probably could. All right, so we are mixing together garlic paste. Go right in the bowl. This is ginger paste. Again, I used it on a rasp. Just a little grater, and I just grated it real fine. I love doing that. This is 4 tablespoons, and this is for this amount of chicken. So don't worry about how much I'm using right now. You'll go on the website and you'll see the recipe. So this is, you can use Greek yogurt. I was in the Indian store. I was able to find Indian yogurt. It's a little bit thinner, but certainly you can use Greek yogurt. We're going to put that in. Get a spoon. Alright, get all that out. Beautiful. And then this is that tandoori masala that I told you about. I am going to put it in. Okay. We are going to mix it up. Yep, this is what I want. Okay. I'm going to put a little pinch of salt in there. Good pinch of salt. Fantastic. And we are going to put our chicken in here. Now the chicken, I'm going to get a glove on so I can show you guys. Glove up. You're doing like you're threading it onto skewers, remember. So you want to keep the chicken a nice size piece. So that's about what you're looking at. A nice size, you know, I'd say that's about an inch piece. So those are all going in. Okay. You're going to mix it up, and again, marinating it for a long time or whatever. If you have the time, you want to do it a little bit ahead of time, that's fine. So we're going to mix this up into our marinade, just like so.
And I'm going to come in and take a look at that. Oh my God, it smells good. So Joe,
so you've got the yogurt, you got the spices. I mean, it's really, the yogurt will, you know, kind of break down the fibers of the chicken a little bit, which is what you want. Okay. And now we're going to thread it right onto skewers.
And we've got your mom with us tonight. So, hey Carol.
Hi Carol.
And
Wish Mom well. She just had 2 knees replaced yesterday. So she's going to get back on that golf course in no time. All right, so I've got metal skewers here. A little flat metal skewer. Great. Perfect for this. And you're basically really just going to thread these on here. I like to do it over a tray because then the skewer can rest on the rim and the meat doesn't touch the bottom. So we're going to thread these on. And I'm cooking them over charcoal, of course. And that's what I would recommend. If you don't have charcoal, gas grill's fine. You're just really going to want to get a nice char on that chicken. Add some more flavor to your tikka masala. Put it on. Thread it on. Beautiful. 1. And we'll get 2 out of this.
So as you're threading that one, we also have Rui Manada. He said he was looking forward to watching the show. And he's looking to see if he'll do traditional Portuguese dish on one of your shows.
Ah.
Yes.
That's a great idea.
Gary wants this in his belly.
Nice. Shoot me some, if you find me on Facebook or the Grateful Chef ee@gmail.com, you can shoot me some ideas for a Portuguese feast. All right, we're
We
gonna
also
do
have
one more.
Lisa Loviendo. And,
Lisa.
and sorry if I missed anybody.
All right, so we're just finishing threading these on. I am not going to be cooking these till tomorrow, I guess, because we've already got the ones for tonight
That have been marinating.
that have marinated. Beautiful. So that's simple. Could use wooden skewers. I do find that, of course, they tend to burn no matter how much you soak them in water. So, yeah. These I think I got at Home Goods. They're relatively inexpensive. So that's what you have. Skewers. These would be good. Anyway. Alright, that's going in here. Fantastic. Alright, next task at hand is we need to make a paste. We're making a paste for the Saag Paneer, for the spinach dish.
Before you move there, where did you get the, Thomas Dealey asked, where did you get the masala?
The garam masala, the tandoori masala.
He wrote down masala.
Okay, so masala is a spice mix. So you can buy garam masala in the supermarket nowadays, but if you'll direct the camera over here, Lynn, we'll get on that before we get to our paste. All right, so this is like the spices that I used in the tandoori masala. Let's see if I can find exactly what I did here.
And we also have Ephraim with us.
Hey, Ephraim.
And Sven said that he's really missing your cooking.
You're gonna have to get you over here. You and your lovely wife. And we'll have to have your kids over too. One of these days. All right, so let me just go over this real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but this mix that we're using, that tandoori masala, has garlic powder, ground ginger, ground cloves, ground nutmeg, mace, ground cumin, ground coriander, ground fenugreek, ground cinnamon, ground black pepper, ground cardamom, and that's it. So it's about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 different spices for tandoori masala. And it's just it's a great blend. I happen to have all the spices, so I'm a very spice heavy chef. So
Because you're spicy.
I am spicy, exactly. All right, so we are going to make the a paste that we're going to saute for the spinach. Bear with me 1 second. Shut my volume off. There we go. All right, so I have a little food processor here. In it, we are going to put, it's the Indian Trinity. This is garlic cloves. We've got ginger, and I'm putting in about half the amount of green chilies. I de-seeded them, took the white pith part out because that's where all the heat is, and because Lynn doesn't like it too spicy, so I changed the recipe a little bit. So this is again garlic, ginger, and the chilies. We're going to put that in our food processor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And while you're blending, we also have Anthony Lapinto. He said it looks delicious, Chef.
Hey Chef, thanks for joining.
And
I'm putting in a little bit of water as well, just because we want to make a paste. Let's see how this goes. Of course, we're going to have to knock things down off the side every once in a while.
So you're taking that down to a paste?
Yep. So you're going to add enough water to make that happen.
Part of me wants to get in real close so they can see what's going on in there.
That's too loud?
But yeah, I think I'd blow them out.
Okay. So yeah, we got a nice paste going on in here.
And Chris' wife just dropped by.
Hey, Chris. A little bit of water in there, but that's okay. And that's it. That's what we got for our paste. Looks great. I'm going to strain it out a little bit.
Are you straining it because it didn't quite get pasty enough?
No, I'm going to strain it because I added probably about a teaspoon too much water. And when I put that in a hot pan, I don't want to, you know, get in trouble. I already burnt myself enough frying the cheese. All right. Beautiful. It's exactly what we want. A nice paste, just like that.
Oh, wow.
Gorgeous. All right, we're going to put that over here. Let's go with our spinach and our cheese. All right, we are done at the cutting board. I'm going to put my chicken on because that's going to take a little while to cook. And if you want to join me at the stove, we'll talk about my little grill setup here. You guys who have been with the show before, have seen this before. I made a makeshift grill, and I use a Thai charcoal, which is a very interesting product. I'm going to show it to you if I can. It is a...
I'm coming over to you.
Alright, so this is... They come in bricks like this, and they're really hot, and they burn a really long time. And I just do them in my chimney starter, and I put them in, this is what we call a hotel pan. I put it in there on a little rack, and I bought this is for a deep fat fryer. This sits in the bottom. I figured it would make the perfect grill, and so this has been on here heating up, and we are going to go ahead and put our skewers on, like so. We should get a nice sizzle. This thing is really hot. Nice. I'm only going to do 5 of these because that's all I got room for, and there's only 4 of us.
Perfect.
Okay. What you can do is also fan the fire a little bit, get it going. All right, I'm going to put these in the refrigerator.
And while you do that, I'm going to have them take a look at the chicken.
Show them the chicken.
And then we also have Chef Justice with us tonight.
Ah, Chef. Good buddy.
So it's a lot more quiet over here than I thought it would be with the chicken.
Really? Well, let's get going.
Yeah.
Give it a minute. Out. Fantastic. All right. Next thing we're going to do. My phone over here. Get rid of the ashes that ended up in the pan.
Flavor.
That's right. We're going to do the spinach first. All right. And all right, so this is the pan. I want to show you the cheese first. This is paneer. These are little cubes of cheese. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you buy it, if you can find it. In my Indian grocer, they sold it frozen, but they also sold it fresh. This is a local company here in New Jersey, Deep Foods. They're in Union, New Jersey, and it's a flat. It's very hard. They call it, sometimes they call it like a cottage cheese, right? Indian cottage cheese, but it's not like American cottage cheese. It's more like a halloumi cheese, if you're familiar with the Greek cheese. I cut it into cubes, and you pan fry it. Pan fry it in a little bit of oil. And that was really fun because there's water content in the cheese, so it was splattering, and it was like fireworks in here. So this is the pan that I did the cheese in. So there's a little bit of oil left in the bottom of the pan, the flavor from the cheese. And you can see that the cheese is nicely browned, each cube. And after I browned it, I put garam masala on top, which is, again, you can buy that already made or you can make your own. So I sprinkle it on top, a little salt, and that is it. So we're going to get right to this. Would you like me to move to this burner, honey?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Lynn says perfect.
And Mike Castell was asking about your charcoal.
Yes.
Because if you don't have good ventilation, not a good charcoal to use indoors.
Correct. So that was my disclaimer last time. That if you do not have proper ventilation in your house, I definitely do not recommend that you use charcoal indoors. Certainly, if you have a hood that kicks it back into your house, that's not good because all charcoal puts off, carbon monoxide. So I have a 1200 CFM hood, brings all that stuff right out of the house, up the roof, and gone. So yeah, I do not recommend you grill indoors without adequate ventilation.
So grilling outdoors can be done, so that's easy, but are there other internal? You just do it on stovetop?
What, you can use like an electric?
To cook your chicken for this? Or does it have to be grilled?
Yeah, I recommend grilling it because you want the caramelization, you want that char. So yeah, I would definitely grill it. I mean, if you had to, I suppose you could saute them in a pan, and get the job done. It's really about the sauce. The sauce will be the same, so it'll be absolutely delicious. All right.
And Gary's having kitchen envy.
Nice. Sorry, Gary. I have motorcycle envy. That's what I have. All right. So we are going to start the spinach. Oil in the pan. We're going to put that paste in the pan. I want to turn this down. I don't want the garlic to burn. Alright, in this bowl I have 1.5 pounds of fresh spinach, and what I did was it was cleaned, trimmed, and then I chopped it really fine. That's what this recipe calls for, chopping it fine. Maybe a little bit of water. Okay, so once you start to smell the garlic and the ginger, throw it in the spinach. Looks like a lot, but spinach cooks right down.
So this is so interesting. Our kitchen guests have come and
that's great.
Look at the stove, yes.
So if you have enough water from the spinach from washing it that it will help steam the spinach a little bit. I'm basically just stirring it around, letting it get a little bit wilted before I put the cover on. Okay. Stir about a minute.
Can you put your top light on?
Yeah, I can. Is that any better?
Much better, thank you.
Nice. Yeah, we got to play around with the lights because sometimes it's too bright and sometimes not bright enough.
Yes,
It's a very low budget set we got going on.
Anytime we have the stainless, there's a lot of reflection.
Yeah.
Same with the white. The black pan. If you have all black pans,
Yep.
you can use your hood lights.
Yep. All right. So here I mixed it around. Smells delicious. We're going to cover it up. Thank you. Going to lower the heat. And we're going to let this cook. And this is going to cook for 15 minutes, maybe. And then we're going to add our cheese to it and some cream. All right, let's see how our chicken is doing over there. Nice.
Looks like it's browning a little bit.
Yep.
It's still much quieter than I thought it would
Yeah.
be.
Pretty hot though. This charcoal is very, very hot, and it stays hot a long time. So you can see we've got amazing char on this chicken. And it's sticking a little bit. It's okay. Move it along.
It'll come off.
Give it a stir.
And
move it around as you need it.
Mike asked if that's flat leaf spinach you're using.
That is not the baby spinach. Not a big fan. We talked about this, I think, when I made the cream spinach. I'm able to find in a bag the like real spinach that's been trimmed and washed. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds for me.
So is that flat or is it still the curly stuff?
It's kind of in between.
Okay.
It's not the super curly because they don't have that in a bag, but it's sort of curly. That's how I'm going to call it. Nice. It's going really nicely. I'm going to fan it a little bit just to get it going. Sorry for the noise. Is that noisy?
Yes.
All right. There we go.
And can you turn the lights back off?
Yep, lights are off.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna get working on our sauce for the chicken tikka. How's that sound? You wanna put that on, babe? All right, so we're making, they call it gravy. Pretty cool. So we're going in this pan. Is this too far away? I'm gonna switch it?
Yep.
All right, we're gonna switch it. We are able to do that. All right, now, we got some oil. I'm using avocado oil. You can use sunflower oil. I'm not going to use it all. It seems like a lot. Once that oil gets hot, we're going to toast our cumin seeds. Very important. And once the cumin seeds, we're going to season them with a little bit of salt. We're going to put in chilies, we're going to fry them, and then we are going to add some tomato puree. Oh, we got some onion too, that's got to go in also. Get this cranking a little bit. Now, you definitely don't want to burn the cumin seeds. You just want to toast them just a little bit. So Indian cuisine is not really a high temperature cooking, like Chinese cuisine is very high temperature, obviously. Wok cooking. So basically, Indian cuisine, as I see it, is you're building layers of flavor, and so you're taking your spices and you're toasting the spices. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. Toasting the cumin so you can smell them. Really, really awesome. Whole kitchen smells like cumin there. Great. Nice and slow. You're gonna hear they're gonna start to pop too.
I'll come in for that.
Just be careful. Get this nice and hot.
How do you know which oil to use? There's so many. That's what I'm saying.
Alright, so I've been really using a lot of avocado oil because it is a neutral oil. So this you don't want to use olive oil for because it's a little bit bitter. You want a neutral oil. I could have used vegetable oil because I'm not cooking at a high temperature, but my go-to grab has been avocado oil lately, which happens to be good at high temperatures as well. So yeah, it's really up to you. It's really about the flavor. This, we don't want any added flavor from the oil, so I'm using avocado. You could use grapeseed, you could use vegetable. Again, not needing the high heat aspect, easily could have used vegetable. All right.
So what is that supposed to do? What are we waiting for?
We're just toasting the spices. Use your nose, you'll be able to smell it. I can smell it now. I am adding the onion. Woo! That's hot. Toss the onion around. Nice. Nice sweet onion. Alright. You want to get a close-up of this, huh? Yeah, so now you got cumin, you got onion. We're going to throw in some chilies. This is just a green, kind of a serrano chili that I had laying around in the fridge. Yeah, it depends on, you know, just how much heat. But it seemed like it specified green chili, so you want a green chili. So we want the onion to brown a little bit. Obviously not burn. This is great.
Smells so good.
Yeah, so each layer you want to really kind of take your time and not rush it. Again, this isn't wok cooking, so you don't need to get things done like all in the pan at the same time. Look at that. That was amazing.
And what is, again,
Smells great.
What are you making here?
Chicken tikka masala.
Okay.
Beautiful thing. Check our chicken while we're over here. It's coming along great. Coming along great.
I'm going to come over there and take a look at that with you.
Alright. Multitasking here in the kitchen here. Yep, oh, it's coming along super. It's sticking a little bit, I guess the yogurt. Maybe I should have sprayed the pan. This chicken's almost done.
Beautiful.
So nice and tender. Let it go. Alright. So now we've got some browning of our onion. Next thing we're going to add is some pureed tomato. So it's regular tomato puree. That's going in. Things going to cool things down a little bit.
Do you have a preference on your pureed tomato?
I used, I believe I used Cento puree tomato. I like Cento products. I like their San Marzano. Alright, so now, what do we got over there?
She's rinsing them for you.
Oh, good. So now we've got the tomato in here. You want to take a closer look?
Yep.
That is amazing. I am going to give my spinach a stir. That's looking great.
Let's come down really far.
Yep. And the next thing we're going to add, let's turn that down. This is some of the leftover marinade from the chicken mixed with a little bit of water. So I'm just going to mix it up a little bit and add that to the party.
Is that part of the recipe?
Oh yeah, it'll be on the recipe. Now it's looking like chicken tikka masala. Alright.
Yeah. Soften is giving it a big nod.
Alright, now I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I want to cook it. Cook it nice and hard because you want to cook that marinade out. Because it did have chicken in it. So we're going to let that cook. And then I'm going to add the chicken right to the pot. Make sure it's ready. Oh yeah, this chicken's done. Beautiful. Certainly is.
How do you know it's done?
I can tell by feel. You know, it's nice and firm. I definitely can tell that this is done. Beautiful. Nice. Looks good. All right. And we're cooking it out. We want all the rawness to come out. We want the flavors to meld.
Can I come back in again?
Okay.
You're right, that does really look like chicken tikka masala. And the lens is
towel. We're going to start putting our chicken in. All right. Yes. Grab the skewers, and I'm grabbing a fork, and I'm just going to put it at the end, and I'm going to pull it. In goes chicken. I want that to cook a little bit more. This one's done.
They come off the skewers really easily.
Right. I think it's because they flat skewer.
You mentioned the flat skewers in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it smells amazing.
I'm gonna cook in the sauce, so I'm gonna let it ride. Let it ride. All right. Give that a nice little stir. That looks good. Now, turning the, we are gonna add cream. So this is something I need to show you guys. This is that double cream. All right. Look, it's almost like it melts like butter, the heat from the spoon, but it's actually a cream. Really interesting. Nice. Hold on a second. I'm gonna add the butter first. Butter goes in. Sorry, guys.
It's in.
All right, we're gonna add the cream. It's gonna all melt, and this is gonna make an amazing sauce. There we go. Turn the heat up just a little bit. Gonna just fold it around until all that cream and all the butter melts.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. How awesome is that?
So for Mike Cassell, would you advise to only cook sauces like that, etc., only in a stainless versus a coated non-stick pan? What's your opinion on non-stick pans?
I use non-stick pans when I'm cooking something basically that I don't want to stick. Eggs, great in non-stick pan. No, I would use a regular stainless steel.
What if you only own non-stick pans?
That's fine. Just that's perfectly fine. You just want to make sure you don't scrape the bottom, right?
So that's your key.
Yeah.
Is not scraping.
Right. All right. So I'm going to let this simmer a little bit, and this is pretty much done. Look at that. How's that look, Swapna? Does it look good? All right. So I'm going to let this slowly reduce a little bit. And now we're going to get, what's that? Yeah. Now we're going to go to our spinach. We're going to finish that up. All right. I'm going to switch them again.
Thank you.
All right. Now, our spinach has been cooking. Spinach spoon. Nice. I'm going to turn the light on because that seems to work for this dish.
All right. Window so it looks amazing.
All right. This really looks good. So now we're going to add our cheese. Again, that's the paneer. It's been fried. Garam masala sprinkled on top.
And surprisingly, the cheese fried up very quickly.
Yeah, I was a little surprised myself. Going to mix this up.
Yes.
Nice. That's really great. Okay, to this we are adding some cream. Now, it calls for single cream. I'm using heavy cream. Heavy cream actually doesn't have the fat content that single cream does. I think single cream has 18%. So this does not have 18%. I could have that wrong. I'm going to have to look at my numbers, but all right. So basically, we've added the cream.
Is this what it's supposed to look like, Swapna?
It's supposed to be creamier, yeah.
Creamier, yes.
Okay, so once I'm going to cover it, I think I'm going to add a little ghee. Is that against the law?
No, I don't think you need ghee.
Okay, I don't need ghee. I'm following your lead, Swapna.
How about
Cream, yes.
A little more cream?
Cream, yes.
All right, we'll add a little more cream.
Cream, yes.
How about
Definitely cream.
the double cream?
That's fine.
All right, we're going to add a little double cream. Fine. Here it is. We're going to add a little double cream to it.
Wow, that stuff's thick.
Yeah. I tell you, it's almost like butter. Okay. Mix that around. We're going to cover it up. And then we're going to make some roti.
Did it lose a lot of the moisture from it being covered, or
No,
they could just...
no, I got to cover it again and let it cook.
Okay. Does that look right now?
All right. Here we go.
Mike said he's never heard of single cream or seen it in the store, just heavy whipping cream.
Yeah, it's they're products from the UK.
That's double cream. But what about single cream?
I think single cream also is a product of the UK. Really hard to find. I was lucky to find double cream. All right, this looks really good. I'm going to put a lid on this. Turn it off or down. And we're going to cook our roti. Now, Swapna was nice enough to make roti at home and she brought it. But this is a product, again, that I bought at the Indian grocer. Much to my delight, they had uncooked roti in the dairy section. And this is basically what it looks like. It's a dough. And they're flat discs. And the idea is that you put them on a very hot surface. So I've got my cast iron skillet turned upside down right there, and I'm going to cook it right on the back of my cast iron skillet. And according to Swapna, I should put it on one side, and then it should let it change color. Okay, so you can see right here, I don't know if you can because it's pretty bright. Okay, you can see it's starting to bubble right here. That's good. So we're going to let it change color, and then we're going to flip it, and it should puff up, right? I can flip it. Oh, I should flip it. So now we're looking for it to, there it goes.
Actually, if you put a little pressure on top,
A little pressure.
there is, you don't touch, yeah. Yeah, see? Puff up a little more.
Wow.
That is really cool.
Is this too hot?
Yeah.
Okay. It's too hot. Turning it down. This goes over here. Let's try one of the whole wheat ones.
Like, you want me to move it?
Here we go. Whole wheat. Here we go. Let's see what happens. It's exciting learning new cuisines. Who knew? You know? Alright, so I can see it's starting to puff up. Should I put pressure on this side? No.
Only first time it changes a slight color, then flip it, and then put the pressure on this.
Okay. I think I could flip it now.
Yeah.
Change the color.
Yeah.
Put a little pressure.
Around it, like you can touch every portion. So that,
Like that.
yeah.
Alright. I see. That's cool. I like that. And that's done?
So back when you were on the spinach,
Yes.
Mark Mangano said there's nothing wrong with more cream. Too much cream was said by no one ever.
I agree 100%. All right. So, I'm going to let you continue to do this. We're going to plate up some chicken tikka masala. How's that? Bring our rice bowls over here. And hopefully by that time, our spinach will be done. All right. Check this out.
Beauty.
Gorgeous. Ooh, it's crispy.
So you're bringing the chicken over? Okay.
We'll do it over here on my towel. A little thicker. One thing I need to do, taste it for seasoning.
And Mark Sennett said he can't wait to watch the replay because it looks great. Because I'm guessing he just stopped in.
Awesome. Okay. We're going to spoon in some chicken. Just like so. We're going to get some sauce.
And Scott Broadhagen, it smells amazing in here.
It sure does.
Oh, let me come in close for you.
Nice. All right, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
It smells so good.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's our plate. Saag Paneer. Let's see how this looks now.
Are you doing that over here?
I'm bringing it over to you. Creamier. Okay. Have to do. All right. Saag Paneer, spinach, the cheese, a little bit of sauce.
That was really good.
All right, I'm going to plate up one. The Swamp is not having the chicken. I'm going to plate up Swamp in a rice bowl.
We have Jay Judge with us.
Hello, Jay.
And he said he was happy he didn't miss it because he loves us. Hey, Jay.
And we love you, buddy. All right. So as always, I'm going to have to taste this. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Here we go.
And Scott Broadhagen said we're lucky. Yes.
Mmm.
Very lucky.
Oh, I can see the sauce is already soaking into the rice. Oh, it's really good.
So, trying to come in close.
Nice and tender chicken. I'll make sure I dip it in the sauce. All right. Smells exotic.
So Mark Sennett sitting on the airplane watching.
This is a super comfort food on the airplane.
Yes, getting
That's
ready to
awesome.
take off, and he's getting hungry watching you.
I need another piece.
It's that good. Perfectly cooked.
Get a char from the chicken. You get the sauce with that double cream, the tomato, the exotic spices, a little kick from the chilies. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful dish. Love it. And of course,
And what are you doing with the bread?
she's toasting the bread. You can just eat the bread. You know, you can dip it in your sauce here if you want. I'm gonna eat this rice bowl because it's soaked with that delicious sauce. It's awesome. All right, Saag Paneer, spinach, the cheese. I'm going to cut into it because I wanted to see. It gets pretty firm when you fry it, but it's absolutely softened up in the pan with the spinach, and it's fresh spinach. It's not that frozen spinach. I'm excited about this one. Very delicious. Almost healthy, except you got the cream in there, but that's okay. So, with that being said, let me stop eating to express my undying gratitude for the Grateful Chef community. You guys really stepped up to the plate, got us over 700 members. I'm super grateful. Our website, you know, go in there, live in the space for a little while, jump around, see all the stuff that there is there. If you have any recommendations or suggestions, please reach out. GratefulChefEE@gmail.com. I'll answer your emails post haste. And yes, Lynn?
I was say, and just realize the website is definitely still under construction.
Website's a work in progress. It will continue to change and grow. And yeah, we're real excited about it. And I will remind you all to be well, be kind, eat well, and we will see you not next week, because we're going to see Mom, who just got her knees done. So we're going to see Mom. So we won't be around next week. Maybe I can do some sort of live thing from Florida. You'll be the first to know. You'll get the notification. And then if not, we will see you the following week right here, Grateful Chef Kitchen with Eric Eisenbud. Peace.